Hello, game lovers! Games are an amazing source of entertainment and one of the best ways to kill time and have a little fun. Smartphones have become the culminate companion for game lovers as they can fire up a game any place and any time. Well, almost. Today we'll explore 15 Android games you can play anywhere offline. Before we dive in, welcome to the Clash of Games, the largest YouTube channel for gaming. In every video, we always bring something more entertaining for you. So if you want to be part of the vast entertainment world, make sure to subscribe to the channel. There are thousands of Android games on the Play Store in almost every genre imaginable. Unfortunately, many games need a strong and stable internet connection to work, which renders them useless where we don't have any internet access. In addition, games that need an internet connection are sometimes chock full of irritating ads and pop-ups that disturb the overall gaming experience. When you do not have internet access and you have some time to enjoy, your best option is to keep some offline Android games to drop back on. Our list of the 15 best offline Android games can help you choose an excellent game from various genres that you can play offline anytime, anywhere. So let's get started. Number 1. Terraria. Whether you are already a fan of this classic action-adventure sandbox game on PC or console, or new to the world of Terraria, it's an incredibly fun game. Explore a ginormous map. A new world is generated every time you start a game, so it's never the same twice. Use mine blocks and craft things to level up your character. And get ready to take over 400 foes and 15 challenging bosses that will test your abilities. It has more than 20 biomes and mini biomes to explore, with advanced building options that are easy to learn so that you can make interesting structures. You can play this game offline, so you do not require internet connectivity unless you plan to play with friends in online multiplayer mode. Number 2. Dead Cells. One of the more challenging games on our list, Dead Cells is also close to the most fun game you'll have offline. This Roguevana action platformer lets you play as a fizzled alchemic tribe. An interesting idea if ever there was one. Destined to wander the halls of a supremely frightening castle. Explore, take down enemies, and discover what happened on the island. The danger of permadeath is real, and the progression is non-linear. So every time you die, new levels unlock, including a level of challenge. Dead Cells also has 2 modes to select from, regular and auto hit, and it supports external controllers if you prefer playing with a gamepad. Number 3. Eternium. One for all the old-school role-playing game fans out there, Eternium is free to play, and you'll be able to access most features offline. So decide to play as a mage, bounty hunter, or warrior, finding your way over 3 dazzling handcrafted worlds stuffed with castles, prisons, caves, forests, and towns to explore or level up. Learn new abilities over a range of unending randomly generated levels in the Trails of Valor game mode. Along the way, battle skeletons, devils, dragons, and more, or team up with your companions to take down more challenging enemies and be rewarded with rare, epic, and incredible equipment. Number 4. Sonic Dash. Sonic Dash changes the classic platform game into an immersive and unending running experience. Play as Sonic or as his comrades, including Knuckles and Tails, and dash your way through different maps. In addition, the game presents one-of-a-kind mechanics like Sonic's homing attack and periodic risk events that make each run diverse. You'll even be able to face off against 2 of the greatest villains in the Sonic franchise, Dr. Eggman and Zaz from Sonic Lost World. Number 5. Tiki Taka Soccer. Whether you are a fan of soccer or football, depending on your area or not, Tiki Taka Soccer offers most, if not all, the angles of the sport with a retro-style twist. So make your team, enlist staff, and even purchase free agent players and compete for your way through the most premier leagues in Europe. Short-sighted and easy-to-learn controls make the game playable for individuals of all ages. This is the culminating game for soccer fans over the world. Number 6. To Die 2. In a zombie-filled world, the only way to escape is to drive your way through. Carrying the energy of a successful first version, To Die 2 presents the same side-scrolling gameplay, but a modern story mode that's 5 times longer than the first. You have to drive through heaps of zombies, and your strategy must beat the game. You must factor in the amount of gas you've got, the strength of your car, and even when to accelerate and brake to optimize your mileage. However, the rescue transport isn't waiting forever, so jump on and ride your way to peace and safety. Number 7. Dumb Ways to Die 2: The Games. Dumb Ways to Die took games by storm, and Idiotic Ways to Die 2: The Recreations is just as great. The setup is easy. Play a range of dumb but fast-paced minigames to score points and compete in the Dumb Ways to Die games. There is an extensive range of games to compete in, and most are very simple to understand. However, it is so fast-paced you should expect to die many times before it clicks. But that is part of the game and something you should grasp instead of avoiding. Number 8. Rayman Adventures. Everyone's most favorite French platformer is back, and he is on mobile. Rayman Adventures has everything you expect from a Rayman game. Interesting visuals, kooky designs, and fast platforming action, sewn up into an Android game. You can play as 55 characters over 7 different worlds as you grow your sacrosanct tree to unlock new adventures. Chase down the ancient eggs, hatch over 320 different Incrediballs, and use them to beatbox. It's a wild ride and one that is hard to say no to. Number 9. Rebel Inc. Do you have what it takes to pacify a rebellious region following a destructive and destabilizing war? Rebel Inc. gives you the instruments to prove you can. To keep your allocated region under control, you'll have to balance investing resources on military and civilian priorities, from instituting reading programs to construct literacy levels to build new watch outposts and contracting foreign soldiers to help keep the peace. But anything you are doing, do it fast, as rebel insurgents will be waiting to seize control of the country. Number 10. The Wolf Among Us. They're fairy tale characters, but not as you know them. The Wolf Among Us tells the story of Big B Wolf, otherwise known as the Big Bad Wolf, as he polices the mysterious community covering up in plain sight. Based on the award-winning Fables comedian series by Bill Willingham, The Wolf Among Us challenges you to illuminate a brutal, ridiculous kill in a world where your choices matter. Set before the events of the Tales series, this can be the perfect place to begin with. Number 11. Monument Valley 2. Monument Valley 2, the spin-off to the 2014 sensation, presents a sincere bond between mother and child. Protagonist Ro guides her child through the dazzling, dreamlike puzzle levels. The situations themselves are even more charming than the already delightful original. Seeing landscapes changing along your inputs is perhaps an even cleverer dream than the actual puzzles. Relaxing, moving, and mesmerizing, Monument Valley 2 is one of the leading puzzle adventures on Android. Number 12. Hitman Go. Agent 47's move from stealth to the tactical technique made a whole ton of sense thematically, but we doubt anybody expected Hitman Go to be one of the better turn-based games around on mobile. Every grid-based level plays out like a game of chess. Characters are indeed rendered as model figures. Dispatching foes while working through rooms is just as satisfying because it typically is in real time. Mechanically sound and brilliantly designed, Hitman Go is the turn-based astound game you never knew you needed. Of course, no prior knowledge of the Hitman franchise is required to enjoy it. Number 13. Alto's Odyssey. Alto's Odyssey is an automatic runner that replaces running shoes for a clever snowboard, keeping in step with its forerunner. Not at all like the original, which stuck with ordinary frigid apps, Alto's Odyssey happens throughout several desert-themed chapters. Chapters contain haphazardly generated areas to keep the experience new. The star here is the simplistic gameplay, which persistently has freedom and bliss rarely seen in the popular mobile genre. Number 14. Downwell. Well, Taro decides to explore a well. That's the preface of Downwell, and an obvious one at that. What follows a wild-eyed roguelike game centered on the perpetual downward motion. Guiding Taro, you must avoid deterrents and foes with the help of gunboats that only revive when touching the ground. Downwell's levels are randomly produced, which makes each run different than the last. Designed to be played in portrait mode with moderate monochromatic visuals, Downwell is amazing, very challenging. Number 15. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. We know there appear to be enough Star Wars games out there to fill a universe. But if you're hindered down with choices or tired of the same old feeling of a game, we feel confident you will be drawn to Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. While the initial version of this game was first released in 2003, it has withstood the test of time against competitors by offering a detailed storyline and wealthy role-playing challenges. About 2 decades back, the game got to be an instant classic. Nowadays, it's experiencing a resurgence thanks to its Android remastering. Try your hand at bringing down the Empire and use your abilities to save the Republic. To urge ahead, you have to become well-versed in the ways of the Force. KOTOR is a phenomenal game for all RPG and Star Wars fans. This upgraded classic will keep you locked in and remind you of your love for Star Wars. So guys, one of the best entertainment interfaces and a sure way to kill your time pleasantly is to bury your head in games. The trending smartphones provide various games that can be enjoyed anytime and at any place. Mostly, the Google Play Store houses series of games that Android users can download to enjoy. So, guys, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Clash of Games. And if you want to hear more from us, feel free to mention your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for being with us.